Let's go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Heartland Highlight Reel for August the 27th, 2026. My name is Dave Little, and we are recording from the Dave Cave with action from Heartland Championship Wrestling and all around the Filsinger Games Universe. We have a ton of stuff to cover tonight, so let us get it started. As you know, in the Heartland this past weekend was the pay-per-view show, the hype show, Into the Fire, Heartland Havoc 134 from Memphis. And if you missed that great event, you missed not one but two world title changes. Ric Flair, your new NWA World Heavyweight Champion in the Heartland. New tag team champions also crowned in a major upset as the team of Bad Company, Pat Tanaka and Paul Diamond, took down the Midnight Express, ending that World Championship reign, which lasted over 1 year. Also add Into the Fire the Lumberjack match, the long-awaited Lumberjack match. Lumberjacks from all around the Filsinger Games Universe converged on Memphis to stand tall over the proceedings as MJF took on Jimmy Valiant from Velvet Wrestling. And boy, the Lumberjacks certainly got their money's worth as they put beating after beating on Jimmy Valiant, setting the stage for MJF to pick up that controversial victory and earn a shot at the Butcher Legacy Championship. More on that later. Also at Into the Fire, a major confrontation went down involving Portia Perez, the injured champion of Heartland Ladies Wrestling, along with her partner and evidently her wheelchair caddy, Nicole Matthews. Matthews and Perez locked up in a major confrontation at the Into the Fire pay-per-view involving members of Velvet Wrestling. News from Velvet. Velvet Wrestling is always the scene for excitement, always the scene for controversy around the Filsinger Games universe. A couple of major announcements this week. Coming to Velvet, the one and only Malachi. Malachi brings all the danger of the unpredictable Black Plague faction, and he is prepared to run roughshod over anyone who dares to stand in his way. Be on the lookout for the debut of this fearsome individual on Velvet Show number 362 coming your way soon. And of course, not to be outdone, the ladies of Velvet Wrestling are also bringing the heat. As we mentioned, it all started at the Heartland Into the Fire pay-per-view when Tracy Brooks showed up. And Tracy Brooks causing trouble at ringside. First, she started her shenanigans by pouring beer on Missy Hyatt. And this led to a confrontation later in the night between Tracy Brooks and Heartland Ladies Champion Portia Perez. Even in her incapacitated state, Portia came out and gave Tracy Brooks a well-deserved piece of her mind. And then Nicole Matthews got involved, also coming to Portia's defense. And it was Nicole Matthews pouring a beer all over Tracy to escalate the confrontation. As the show was coming to a close, Into the Fire, the challenge was thrown down. Tracy Richards and Velvet Sky from Velvet Wrestling have issued the challenge to face Nicole Matthews and Portia Perez in a tag team match. We are still waiting for an answer from Portia and Nicole. And evidently there's also some back history between Nicole Matthews and Velvet Sky that remains to be resolved. So fans, keep your eyes open for more action from the Velvet Wrestling Federation coming to the Filsinger universe soon. Great North Wrestling coming strong, presenting the Dog Days of Summer 26 pay-per-view from Minneapolis. Charlotte Flair and Jazz defeated Ida Mae Martinez and Sherry Martel in the opener. In a Falls Count Anywhere street fight, Kevin Owens defeated Dick Slater, pinning Dick Slater with a sit-out powerbomb in the middle of the crowd. That was brutal. With a Great North Wrestling World Tag Team Championship shot on the line, the Miracle Violence Connection battled Tony Gurria and Tom Zank to a double disqualification after repeated four-man brawls, meaning neither of those teams earned the title shot. Announcements will be forthcoming with regards to the World Tag Team Championships in Great North Wrestling. For the Great North Wrestling Frontier Championship, Bam Bam Bigelow defeated Paul Jones with a running power slam to capture the title. Great North Wrestling Interstate Championship, Ted DiBiase defeated Walter to capture the title using his loaded black glove, followed by a full power slam to score the pinfall and gain the Interstate Championship. No disqualification, 2 out of 3 falls. Andre the Giant swept Killer Khan in 2 straight falls. In a 20-man Call Your Shot Battle Royal, it was Jackie Fargo outlasting the field, eliminating Superstar Graham to finish that battle by pulling down the top rope as Graham charged at him. Fargo's victory earns him a shot at the GNW Championship of his choice. For the GNW World Tag Team Championship, the Young Bucks, overrated, overhyped Spot Monkeys, successfully defended their titles against Doom, with Nick Jackson pinning Doom #1 following a flying dropkick. That victory gave the Young Bucks some redemption after Doom had previously squashed them in a non-title match. And your main event, a 3-way dance for the Great North Wrestling World Championship. It was Harley Race retaining his title against Diamond Dallas Page and Randy Savage as Race pinned DDP following a flying headbutt, while Bobby Heenan tackled Savage on the outside. After the bell, an enraged Randy Savage pummeled Bobby Heenan and chased him backstage. Great North Wrestling returns to the road on Tuesday, October 25th at the Mid-America Center in Council Bluffs, Iowa, with a 7 p.m. bell time. Next up, American Championship Wrestling reporting in this week with a veritable cornucopia of excitement. Jim Lawrence has been cranking out the action faster than the world of wrestling journalism can keep up. At the center of it all is the United States Tag Team Championship Tournament. Tag teams from all over the world have descended upon ACW in a quest for glory, and it has come down to 2 teams set to battle it out for the gold. Ivan and Nikita Koloff have terrorized ACW, and they took out the Fantastics to earn their place in the finals. Across the ring, the Russians will have to deal with the imposing duo of Wahoo McDaniel and Billy White Wolf. Billy White Wolf, of course, the master of the Indian Deathlock, which he used to take out Moondog Rex and pave the way for the showdown with the Russians to see who will become the first United States Tag Team Champions in ACW. Also in ACW coming up next, it's Hard Times. 5 big title matches coming at you. The U.S. Tag Team Tournament Championship Finals, as we mentioned. Also, Jake the Snake Roberts defends the World Television Championship against Diamond Dallas Page. United States Championship, it is Dusty Rhodes challenging Barry Windham of the Four Horsemen for that prestigious title. World Tag Team Champions Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard with J.J. Dillon to take on the Rock and Roll Express. And in your main event, the world's heavyweight champion in ACW, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, set to take on Sergeant Slaughter. Big stuff happening in ACW. Thank you for Jim Lawrence weighing in. Next up, it is let me see, did I miss a slide here? I did not. Next up, it is from the world of Wainscott, coming soon, the Parade of Champions. This super show is scheduled for September the 27th from the legendary Kiel Auditorium in St. Louis. The main event will be an instant classic, with Harley Race set to defend the NWA World Heavyweight Championship against Lou Thez. Also on that magnificent night, Ted DiBiase defending the United States Heavyweight Championship against Paul Orndorff. Midwest Tag Team Champions Bob Orton Sr. and Bob Orton Jr. defend against Eddie Graham and Don Curtis. The Blonde Bombers defend the Texas Tag Team Championship against the Fabulous Ones, and the Texas Television Championship will be on the line when Tiger Conway Jr. defends against Hollywood John Tatum. Plus, plenty of other great action at the pay-per-view, including Dusty Rhodes, Ivan Koloff, Hacksaw Butch Reed, and more. We'll have a complete rundown of the Parade of Champions night right here on the Heartland highlight reel as the big night approaches on September 27th. Death of the Territories, brought to you by our good friend Captain Carl 8. Once again, the DOTT came in strong, producing 7 phenomenal shows everywhere from Missouri to Pennsylvania to North Carolina and points in between. It was a wild night in Greensboro, North Carolina, where Roddy Piper defended the NWA World Heavyweight Championship against the one-man gang. That match ended in controversy as the ring could not hold the brawl between these two men. And when the dust had settled, both men were disqualified. And Piper managed to escape Greensboro with his title intact. Bob Orton Jr. also thrilled the fans in Greensboro, winning the United States Championship with his trademark superplex to defeat Greg Valentine and capture the gold. And congratulations to Harley Race, your newly crowned Central States Heavyweight Champion. Harley went to St. Joseph, Missouri, where he put his pile driver to good use to take down Manny Fernandez and become the new Central States Heavyweight Champion. Lots more action to come from the DOTT this week, including 2 big events from the WWF over in Pennsylvania. Eddie Gilbert and Don Morocco are set to tear the house down this week as Captain Carl keeps those dice a-rolling. A warm Filsinger Games Universe welcome to the Legendary Wrestling Federation, brought to you by Ken West. Taking the Filsinger Universe by storm, Ken West has hit the scene with not 1, not 2, but 6 territories under the LWF umbrella. Nick Bockwinkel is your LWF World Heavyweight Champion, but he is facing contenders from all around the LWF. Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. Top event this week in, sorry for the mouse goof up there. Top event this week in the LWF, Blue Ridge Pro Wrestling held a TV taping on Roanoke, Virginia. And in the dark match, it was the Black Plague defeating Bob Cook and George South when Isaac the Impaler, the dangerous, the devious, the devastating Isaac the Impaler, put away Bob Cook with the Impaler finisher. On the televised broadcast, it was the Hillbillies, Hillbilly Jim and Cousin Luke, defeating the Extreme Rockers Marty Jannetty and Al Snow. Harker, Dirge, and Storm Rider, the team 138, defeated the Heartbreak Express by countout. Announcement from Commissioner Charlie Cox, Bobby the Brain Heenan barred from ringside for the upcoming LWF World Championship match. But Blackjack Mulligan interrupted to guarantee that the championship would remain in the Heenan family. LWF Light Heavyweight Champion Tyler Bateman got a big victory over Eric Embry with the death from above to capture the Light Heavyweight Championship. Tim Storm and Sam Adams defeated Bo James and Daniel Richards by countout after a wild ringside brawl left a bloodied Richards knocked out and an enraged Bo James demanding a rematch. The Great Mephisto getting a win over Tony Atlas with the camel clutch, and in the main event, a four-way dance, Ivan Koloff defeating Johnny Valentine, Rob Van Dam, and Blackjack Mulligan after hitting Valentine with the Russian sickle, after Mulligan had broken up Van Dam's pin attempt following the Van Terminator. Wild action there from the Legendary Wrestling Federation as Ivan Koloff gets the win, and that sends him to the Labor Day Extravaganza, where he will challenge Nick Bockwinkel for the LWF World Championship. Ken West bringing the heat in the LWF. Updates from the Butcher Interpromotional Championship. 2 matches have been scheduled. As you know, any promoter may issue a challenge. Matches will be run throughout all the promotions, official Filsinger released cards only. And if you are interested, please add a comment. Bob Orton Sr. continues his reign as Butcher Legacy Men's Champion, but he's got the challenge of MJF coming at him after the MJF big victory this weekend at Into the Fire. On the ladies' side, it was manipulation, it was politics, it was pulling of the strings. Nicole Matthews getting the next shot at Butcher Ladies Legacy Champion Malaya Hosaka as a result of the machinations of her former tag team partner, now Heartland Ladies Champion Portia Perez. All right, so listen up, promoters. We have got 2 title matches that are scheduled. Bob Orton versus MJF, Malaya Hosaka versus Nicole Matthews. If you want to run one of these matches in your promotion, say the word. We don't have these matches scheduled. Any promoter who wants to step up and run these matches in their territory, say the word, we'll make it happen. This Legacy Championship is for everybody in the universe to participate. So let's go. Finally, Heartland coming up this weekend. Sunday night action, Heartland Ladies Wrestling. We'll be coming at you. Heartland Ladies Tag Team Championship on the line. Best 2 out of 3 falls. The team of Killer Kelly and Masha Slamovich, a.k.a. MK Ultra, will take on Team C-Stars, the sister duo of Ashley Vox and Delmy Exo. Best 2 out of 3 falls this weekend in Heartland Ladies Wrestling live on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. Also on that show, a huge grudge match scheduled to go down. The new Heartland Mistress of Mayhem, Mercedes Martinez, turned her back on her former friend and former tag team partner Nicole Savoy in order to cost Savoy her shot at the Heartland Ladies Championship. And as a result of her complicity with Portia Perez, Mercedes Martinez got the title shot and won the Mistress of Mayhem Championship, leaving her friend Nicole in the dust. Those 2 will meet in grudge match action this weekend in the Heartland. It will be intense. It will be hand-to-hand combat, but it will not be a title match. Mercedes Martinez refusing to put up the Mistress of Mayhem Championship in this weekend's grudge match. That will only up the stakes in that match live this weekend, Sunday night, on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are done here. Thank you for checking us out. It has been a whirlwind tour of the Filsinger Games Universe. Thank you to all the great promoters who have submitted their matches and keep the dice rolling hot and heavy throughout the Filsinger Games Universe. That's our stream, and I am out of here.